students, welcome back. Today in this session we will study a new chapter from the diary of Anne Frank. This is our fourth chapter from the book First Flight, Standard 10th. So let's start. Before you read from the diary of Anne Frank. Anneliese Marie Anne Frank, 12th June 1929, February March 1945. So Anne Frank was born 12 June 1929 and she was died approximately in February or March 1945. She was a German-born Jewish girl who wrote while in hiding with her family and 4 friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. So this story is a diary of Anne Frank, and this is a book of writings from the Dutch language, and this diary kept by Anne Frank while she was in hiding for 2 years with her family during the Nazis' occupation of the Netherlands. Her family had moved to Amsterdam after the Nazis gained power in Germany but were trapped when the Nazi occupation extended into the Netherlands. Anne Frank was a German-Dutch diarist of a Jewish origin. As persecution against the Jewish population increased, the family went into hiding in July 1942 in hidden room in a Father Otto's Frank office building. So as a persecution here, persecution means ill treatment or harassment. As a harassment had been done by Nazis to the Jewish population and it had been increased, then the Anne Frank's family went into hiding in July 1942 in the hidden room where her father Otto Frank's office building worked. After 2 years in hiding, the group was betrayed. Betrayed means exposed, found, and transported to the concentration camp system where Anne died of typhus in Bergen-Belsen within days of her sister Margot Frank. So after the death of her elder sister Margot Frank, Anne Frank died due to typhus in the concentration camp. Her father Otto, the only survivor of the group, he returned to Amsterdam after the war ended to find that her diary had been saved. So he returned to Amsterdam and he found that her diary that had been written by Anne Frank that had been saved. Convinced that it was a unique record, he took action to have it published in English under the name of the Diary of a Young Girl. The diary was given to Anne Frank for her 13th birthday and chronicles the event of her life from 12 June 1942 until its final entry of 1st August 1944. So here it is mentioned that this diary was given to Anne Frank for her 13th birthday, and this is a record, and in this record the event of her life from 12 June 1942 and the final entry of the date 1st August 1944. It was eventually translated from its original Dutch into many languages. So this diary was original Dutch language, but it was translated into many languages and became one of the world's most widely read books. There have also been several films, television, and theatrical production. Many films, televisions, and theatrical productions had been made, and even an opera based on the diary, described as the work of a mature and insightful mind. A mature and insightful mind, very experienced and understanding mind. The diary provides an intimate examination of daily life under Nazi occupation. Anne Frank has become one of the most renowned and discussed of the Holocaust victim. Here Holocaust means mass killing of people by Nazis. So she had become the most famous, renowned means famous and discussed mass killing of the people by Nazis. So students, let's start to read the diary of the Anne Frank. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. Not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl Here, musings means thoughts or feelings. So, writing, she started that it was her first experience writing diary, and she is saying that writing in a diary was really a strange experience for Anne Frank as she was writing it for the first time. She had never written it anything before. She has never written this type of writings before. She felt that nobody would be interested in the thoughts of a 13-year-old girl, or neither she nor anyone. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I feel like writing and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. Here Anne Frank is saying that she felt like writing because she have an even greater need to get all kind of chest me to feel relieved, to be out of worries or tension. Paper has more patience than people, I thought. This saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands. People do not have so much patience as papers. That's a very great line written by Anne Frank, that really people do not have so much patience as papers. So she thought of this saying on one of those days when she was feeling a little depressed and she was sitting at home with her chin in her hand, bored and listless. Listless means inactive, wondering whether to stay in or go out. So when she was sitting at home with her chin in her hand and she was feeling bored and inactive and wondered whether she stay in or go out. I finally stayed where I was. Brooding means depressed and troubled. She finally stayed where she was, depressed and troubled. Yes, paper does have more patience, and since I am not planning to let anyone else read this stiff-backed notebook grandly. Here, stiff-backed means covered notebook. This diary she indicate is a covered notebook, and grandly means to say proudly, and referred it as a diary. Say Anne Frank here is proudly saying this covered notebook as a diary. Unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit of difference. So when Anne Frank sat alone or in her state of depression, she wanted a companion, and she found that only a diary could be her true and patient friend, wherein she could squeeze out her boredom. And this real friend is won't make a little bit of difference, and this is her real friend. Now I am back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. Let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl completely alone in the world. So here in this paragraph, Anne Frank giving the brief sketch of her life and wants to give an overview of her family, relatives and her age. This helps the reader to develop a connection with the author. And I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people I can call friends. I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No, on the surface, I seem to have everything except my one true all I think about when I am with friends in having a good time. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary everyday thing. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. Confide means share secrets, to tell personal things privately to a person that one trusts. In any case, that's just how things are, and unfortunately, they are not liable to change. This is, I have started the diary. Here, liable means responsible. So, here Anne Frank is giving the reason why she had started to write a diary, because she had not any close friend, and she had 30 members in her family that she called them a friend, but to them she couldn't share her private feelings, private secrets. That's why she started to write a diary. She said that there were about 30 people she could call friends, but no one was her true friend. She was not close to anyone in whom she could call friend. She was not close to anyone in whom she could confide or she could tell her secret. That's why she started to write a diary. To enhance the image of this long awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the fact. Here, jot down means make a note of something or giving introduction. So, here she didn't want to give any introduction or to give any notes of related to diary. So, she is saying that in this diary, the way most people would do, but I want the diary to be my friend and I am going to call this friend Kitty. So she gave this diary's name Kitty. She gave the name of this diary Kitty. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were to plunge right in. Plunge right in means jump or rush into something. I had better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. So here Anne Frank is giving a brief sketch and she wants to give an overview of her family, relatives and her age. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. Annie wrote about her family members in her diary. She said that her father was adorable and he married when he was 36 to her mother Edith Hollander Frank, and who was 25. My sister Margot was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. Her sister Margot was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926 and Annie was born on 12 June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. Her sister Margot was born. She lived in Frankfurt till she was 4 years old when then her family emigrated to Holland in 1933. My mother Edith Hollander Frank went with him to Holland in September while Margot and I were sent to Aachen, that city in Germany, to stay with our grandmother. Margot went to Holland in December and I followed in February when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margot. Plunked down means placed on the table as a birthday present for Margot. First, the parents went and the two girls lived with their grandmother at Aachen. Then they joined their parents. I started right away at the Montessori Nursery School. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. First form is first standard. So, and went to a Montessori Nursery School and stayed there until she was 6. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Kupras, the headmistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. At time their headmistress was Mrs. Kupras. She was given a tearful farewell at the end of the year. So at the farewell function, she and the headmistress were in tears. In the summer 1941, grandmother fell ill and had to have an operation. So my birthday passed with little celebration. Grandma died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other. The and grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. The four of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present date of 20th June 1942 and the solemn dedication of my diary. So her grandma, whom she loved too dearly, fell in 1941 and she was operated on and she died in 1942. which left her greatly shocked. Anne loved her a lot. In her diary, the entry of 20th June 1942, she said that all the four of them were doing well, and for her birthday celebration an extra candle was lit for grandmother with the other candles, and that was the solemn dedication of her diary. So students, let it be continued. This is the first part of the chapter. The remaining part of the chapter will be continued in the next session. So thank you all of you. Study well. Keep learning.